So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Manning. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun. Manning. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. On 1st down, Manning. Ebron with it over the middle. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Manning now to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you don't want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, and going deep for Hill. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Manning. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Manning, and that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's there for him. A 52-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaq Thompson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Jackson, flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
61, matchbox light. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. It's caught, Cooper. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson, and this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now a toss right to Barkley. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for a loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tyus Bowser coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. 4th down, here's Jackson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyus Bowser, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a play fake. Manning trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he finds his tight end, Graham. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Coming up at halftime in a little less. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
Down. 91.
So after the INT, it's Manning. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. About to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good with their...
It's a foot race. 20. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it away from your body, or you're trying to extend.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Cromartie.
Go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. And oh, Manning intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. A former 1st-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. To throw again. They complete it to Hill. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Here's Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final try now for Manning. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you cross town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill, 71 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. To throw is Jackson. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds, shy of the goal line, and they'll be denied on the 2-point conversion. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From just shy of midfield, Manning, he'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. This quarterback now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Manning. He gets this one to Johnson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Manning now on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. It's Hill, complete. He's at the 40, the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards. Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Tyreek Hill with now his second touchdown of this third quarter, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Jackson now goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one travels out of bounds. Successful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go now. 30 base.
On play action. Now Madden. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Johnson was the intended receiver. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the 24, Jackson, and going deep, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. And now he'll let this one go deep. And now here is another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Cooper was the target there. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. On third down, Jackson. And Graham's got it. Complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action with Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
Again on second and 10, it's Jackson. Gets this one to Hill. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyreek Hill. 59 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Again, Jackson rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 45 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Manning now to throw, and this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll throw on first down to Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Looking to throw on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson, throwing again. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 14. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. It's Eckler again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Manning going to throw. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Calvin Johnson, 96 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone off.
And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Manning will take a knee, and that should be the final act in this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.